Hey, cousins. I don't know what you call this. I am shocked, floored, flummoxed, forguzzled, and all of the flus and confused. R Truth, former NWA World's Heavyweight Champion R Truth, announced departure from WWE. Here's the article from Wrestling Inc. Just days removed from his match against his quote unquote childhood hero, Ron Killings announced his departure from X, writing, "I'm sorry to inform you all, I just got released from WWE. I want to thank you for the ride, but mostly I want to thank each and every one of you who was along for the ride. Thank you for all the love, support, and appreciation you have given me over the years. Thank you." Moments after, Fightful Select provided some clarification on Truth's situation, noting that the longtime roster member will exit the company when his existing deal expires. Like Shotzi and Sonya Deville previously, WWE reportedly opted not to renew Truth's deal, hence his imminent departure. There's no word on when Truth's current contract with WWE expires. Truth affiliation with WWE goes all the way back to 1999 when he inked the deal with the company under the ring name K-Quick. One of your cousins actually wanted me to do K-Quick versus R-Truth, and I actually did it. And I'm gonna still post it. Like, wow, I'm really shocked. Truth notably teamed with the WWE Hall of Famer Road Dogg before moving to the Hardcore Championship scene. Truth left WWE in the summer of 2001, then signed with TNA, known as NWA. TNA at the time, where he later became a two-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion. In 2008, Truth returned under R Truth from what would be a more extensive stint. Along the way, he enjoyed runs as the U.S. and Tag Team Champion. Perhaps most famously, Truth solidified himself as the winningest 24/7 champ in WWE history with 52 reigns on his resume. Truth last wrestled on the May 30th episode of SmackDown, losing to recently signed 43-year-old upstart Jay-Z Cezanne. Let's read some of the comments because that's always where the heat and the ignorance is. Somebody said, "I understand why they're keeping him, why they aren't, but it still sucks." They said, "If this is true, then this is the second most shocking release in WWE in history after Bray Wyatt. Thought he would be there until he retired. I also thought he was going to be a lifer." Facts said WWE has been on a hot streak as of late and really has been making some smart decisions, but I will admit this is not one of them. While R Truth is not a main eventer, he's a solid addition to any roster. He is really over with diehards and casual fans. If you are reading this, WWE really stupid move on your part. They say he kept in great shape by carrying WWE all those Vince era years. Triple K lynches another. Hey! Dude, I'm absolutely flabbergasted. Hopefully he'll go back to TNA, and I bet you he'll win the world title. Somebody said, "What the fuck? One of the only wrestlers that legitimately had charisma and droves, and they release him?" And somebody said, "Still had a bit to offer." Somebody said, "Wow, I'm really gonna miss R Truth. Shocking, man. We all had a great run." They said, "Hopefully this is just a release as talent and they bring him on as a trainer or agent. Wrestlers need to learn to do comedy. It makes the show far more enjoyable when there's breaks in seriousness. Trying to go the MMA route and make everything seriously and unrealistic hasn't worked for wrestling." All right, let me tell you something. R Truth, if there's a Hall of Fame for him to be in, he should be in WWE Hall of Fame 17 times. That was one person I actually advocated when we were talking about AAA H and his whole parade to the Hall of Fame. R Truth should have been in the Hall of Fame with this class. He should have been in the Hall of Fame years of fucking ago. I want to go back in my catalog, y'all. This was 5 years ago over on Wrestling Color when I started, and it stalled out at 57 views. I was working hard, baby. I was like, I want to join. This was the second post, and it was the case for R Truth. And it said, "It's time for Truth the Mania." Let's see what your girl, Young Steph, was saying. He reinvents himself. He's a comic relief. And when it's time to get in that ring and wrestle, he gives you what you want. I'm going to need R-Truth to get the Kofi Kingston treatment. I'm going to need Truth Mania to happen in the next 2 WWE WrestleManias coming up. Damn. I'm going to need the WWE Universe to get behind R-Truth. And if you need to be sold on it, you can listen to him on Chasing Glory. He has plenty of interviews where he's telling his story. His story is compelling. Went from nothing to something, went to jail, came back, dominated. Like, what? He has it all to be the champion. And I guarantee you, if some reason he is crowned the WWE Universal or the WWE Champion, the crowd would go wild. It would actually mean more than Kofi Kingston. I said it. R-Truth being crowned one of those top championships would mean more than when Kofi Kingston got it. Period. I agree. Damn, my mic was like underwater. I think I was in fucking Atlantis when I recorded that. But I agree with what I said then, and I agree what I said now. You know what? R-Truth is a very polarizing figure because even Kevin Nash, with his half dead ass, said he never understood why R-Truth was always put in the clown role and not taken seriously. But R-Truth took everything that Vince threw at him and everything that Paul Levesque threw at him and made the shit work. Now, I complained, yes I did, about the dementia shit. I complained about that. I did not like that character. It ran too long, and he's better than that. I didn't like it when R-Truth dressed up as a goddamn Confederate soldier. Yes, he did. Talking about little Jimmy and this whole shit he went through with John Cena at the time. I believe it was him going back and forth with John Cena those years ago. R-Truth, under his belt, has many accolades. And like I said, he had a rough upbringing too. But R-Truth also has hip hop to fall back on. He has a rap career. I'm pretty sure a lot of the wrestling fan base don't be listening to his stuff, but I listen to some of his stuff. You know who else got some decent music? Montez Ford. Montez Ford got some decent music. Y'all sleeping on Montez. WWE should let Montez do his theme song, but that's neither here nor there. We talking about R-Truth, child. R-Truth made history in his own right. And he was the first African American to win the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. He achieved this feat in 2001 while he was with TNA. He won the championship twice during his time in TNA, making him the only African American to ever hold that title. That's it. You know who else was the only African American to hold a title? Alicia Fox is the only African American Divas champion. Don't get my comments and confuse ethnicity with race and nationality, because I'm going to block you. Like, I'm not about to have this conversation no fucking more. Straight like that. This is crazy. Again, I think everybody said what they needed to say for the most part. This is shocking. This took me back. I was taken aback. I clutched my pearls. I said, what? I ran and Googled, because you know, y'all be playing. I was like, word? So you're not going to renew? You're not going to renew? Wow. What did R-Truth say about being the first recognized black African American NWA World Heavyweight Champion? He said, and I quote, "I'm a proud, proud man. I didn't know how much of an accomplishment that was until my latter years, until maturing, until I became an adult." And if you go back, I did. I actually went back and I watched a lot of TNA, especially when Naomi was over there doing her Thug Thizzle, and he really had a good run. He did some good work over there. But WWE didn't see it for him like that. But like somebody said, you do need the jokey character sometimes, but I just feel like it's one demographic that always falls into jokey shit, and it's black men. There, I said it. Argue with your mama. Go in the kitchen and argue with her about what I just said about what's going on. Kevin Nash said the same shit. You don't believe me?
Over the fact that they make Ron just I feel like I'm watching. It's almost like that segment should be on the radio. You know, he's like, "Come on, man."
Is it more of the? Does it bother you because it's again a black guy in wrestling being the haha?
And if I'm a young black male, and I'm watching that show, who do I have to like? Who's got a belt?
Who's the serious wrestler?
Then I look at and I say, you know what, man? I want to do that.
Thank you. Thank you. So I guess it sounds better when Kevin Nash said it, and his the co-host was like, "Oh, you talking about stepping and fetching? Listen, R-Truth played a very polarizing role in the WWE, and both Vince McMahon and Paul Levesque leaned into it. Paul Levesque could have easily put him in a more, I want you to really get in there and do your thing, and he kind of did with John Cena." But he just got fed to John Cena. But when he did his when he was explaining about the hustle, loyalty, respect, and how he was going to beat it back into him, all that was the most serious John Cena ever, not John Cena, R-Truth's ever been. So I'm going to leave it here. R-Truth, I will continue to follow him. I want to see where he ends up and where he's going to go. I was not upset when he was with John Cena. I also said he was in his twilight years with the WWE. I thought he was going to be a lifer. I thought he was going to be like Randy Orton. They not letting Randy Orton go. But you let R-Truth go? I don't even know what to say about that. Randy Orton's whole neck is in like fucking Bolivia. But you let R-Truth go? This man is built like a fucking tank. Okay, I'm not going to compare the two. I just threw it out there. I just thought it was funny. It is what it is. I hope he lands on his feet. I would love to see him back in TNA. I would love to see him back in TNA if he still wants to do that. He got his rap career. R-Truth could write a book. R-Truth could go on he's definitely going to make a lot of money on the the pro wrestling circuit where everybody sign autographs and take pictures and shit. He going to make money. Like, it's so much upside to R-Truth outside of WWE. He been there for 1999? That's almost over 20-something years. Which was also when I graduated high school. Oh my God. 26 years he put in to the business. And it was a break in there, but for the most part, he been fooling with WWE. So, this is shocking for us all. And I just want to prepare everyone for now everybody cares about R-Truth. Oh, now everybody loves R-Truth. People in the head, what's up? Can you feel me? Tell me, can you say what's up? What's up? What's up? We ain't going to be able to do that no more. But I am happy that I got to do that at a live show. We sang What's Up when he was in a tag team with The Miz. Another lifer. Are they letting The Miz go too? Oh, funny that happens. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. This is a shocker, I know. But we got to still support our brother, our cousin, Ron Killings.